Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Meet the Members of Empower Africa. Before I present my distinguished guest, I'm excited and honored to host this terrific podcast. My name is Shai Bernstein. I'm VP of Biz Development and Partnerships at Empower Africa. And we have one of these podcasts every Tuesday at 4 p.m. CAT. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Time. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Empower Africa is a business community with a mission to drive investment, trade, and job creation in Africa. We believe in trade over aid, and that business is the best way to build things and make a difference. There are three verticals in the company. The first is the Empower Africa Business Network. The second are the events and trade missions. And the third, consulting and project facilitation. We believe in bringing good people together. We believe in the power of synergy. And the concept of creating the trusted business community is that it's an invite only and it's a paid membership because we want to make sure that the people who are joining are good and honest people that can add tremendous value to each other. So our goal is really to create those connections, optimize the communication between everyone, and maximize the collaboration that can be done. The business community, of course, brings together the SMEs, the startups, the investors, banks, PEs, VCs, family offices, the government officials, multinational enterprises, and so on, all in one place. Speaking of bringing good people together, it's my pleasure and honor, and I would just ask, here he is, my pleasure and honor to welcome Waldo Boshoff, General Manager for Agriculture at Dizengoff Ghana. Welcome, Waldo.
Thank you, Shai. It's very nice to be here to help and talk to you today.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. The truth is, we go way back. Me and Waldo met, 2 years ago already? November 2 years ago, in Sierra Leone, where we had our first agriculture trade mission. And we'll also talk a little bit about that in a minute. The truth is that in addition to just, loving Waldo as a person, in addition to as a professional, we really kind of clicked during the trade mission, had a great time. And it's funny because just now when we were kind of at the rehearsal prepping and whatnot, I just got to chat a little bit on a personal level with Waldo and catch up on what's going on in our personal lives. And I got to say, Waldo, it's great to see you. Always great to catch up. We definitely should do it more often. And
for sure.
So we always start the podcast by just asking our guests to just, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I first want to make, before I do that quickly, you say something about good people. I was learned from my dad's side that a person is better than another person, but every person is different than his neighbor. So there's good in every one of us. I grew up in a town in South Africa. I'm South African by heart. Small town in the Northern Cape. Went to the big university, studied soil science. And after doing my honors degree in soil science, I started with my master's degree because, they say that knowledge university is the place where knowledge is accumulating, because you go into university and you know everything. And as soon as you get out of university, you know nothing. So all the knowledge is staying behind at the university side. So somewhere with my MSc degrees, I decided, I'm finished with studies. I need to go out. I need to go and work. I did not grow up on a farm, so I did not know where to go. Suddenly, I've soil science. I did not know. But there was an upper hand. At that stage, you're sending faxes out with your CV. And there was a lady that received a fax at the biggest table grape exporter at that stage, Carsten Farms, that's doing the biggest table grape exporting and also got the biggest date farm in the Southern Hemisphere. So she was actually with me in school, got my CV, and from there my agriculture future started. So I've worked at that big farms. After a few years there and experience there, I must say, married as well with my wife. So the closest town was about 240 kilometers from us. And we were guys there trying to make a difference on the farm itself. So from there, we got a position with the biggest fertilizer company in the world, Yara. At that stage, Yara South Africa, where I worked and specialized in the specialty crops and micronutrients in the fertilizer business side. And from there, I went to BASF, that is the chemical company in the world. So already I had the biggest, I've got the biggest fertilizer, I've got the biggest chemistry. And that is not what I choose. I was chosen for that position. So that is the way of above put me in that positions. And now for the last 2 years, I'm working for the biggest in the world. I'm working for Africa for a company called Dizengoff Ghana.
Wow. And so let's stay with that just for a second, because I always like to, some of the people who are listening to us and following us know the continent quite well. Many of them live or work on the continent. But as I always like to say and point out, there's so many friends of mine and people that I know who are, all intelligent, great people, right? Who are at Silicon Valley, New York, London, wherever. And many of them still view Africa as a country instead of a continent with 54 countries, right? And
yeah, I must.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I got the position, actually, I was by a canal agency, and this time she contacted me. I asked her directly, "Listen, lady, do you know where Ghana is? We can't go there. It's not. No, I'm not interested. Thanks, but no thanks." Okay. And then exactly 1 year later, she contacted me again. "Listen, we've got the position for you at Ghana, etc., etc." And then myself and my wife decided, listen, maybe we need to look at it. I didn't know where we're Ghana. So I took a world atlas and go and see and search in Africa. Ghana is in West Africa. So right. I didn't know where it is. So it was. And when we decided to move to Ghana and we officially said it to our friends in South Africa, we said to them, listen, we're going to live now in Ghana. I'm taking my wife and my children. All of us is going to Ghana. The people ask us, but why do you want to go to Ghana? Why are you not going to New Zealand or Australia or Europe or America? And we just decided as a family, and I think as persons ourselves, that we can't make a difference in Australia. If we go to Australia, I'm just going to be another person there, trying my best to make a difference. The people is privileged enough there. One of our main core decisions was to come to Ghana and really try to add some value to some people's life.
Wow.
So we're in Ghana now. Ghana is a country in the Western Africa side. It is with the English language, agriculture with the main crop, all the guys that eating chocolates, the main crop of cocoa. So cocoa, they have the saying here that Ghana is cocoa and cocoa is Ghana. So there's a very, very big focus in the total country's economic focus on cocoa production itself.
Wow. So first of all, I love what you said about the, I actually wrote that down, I didn't know that about Australia and about that it was an option. So that's beautiful. Yeah, I think that, it's something that I face myself on a different level. And all of our team at Empower Africa kind of is really passionate about, right? It's not just about making money, right? Of course, you want to be successful. You need to make sure that you're generating revenue and that you're, sustainable, but you want to do something that makes an impact, that makes a difference, right? And that can really, make a dent and make a difference for the better. Can you tell us a little bit about Dizengoff Ghana? What are you guys working on?
So yeah, just to touch on what you said now, I think we need to look with our business hearts, but we also need to look with our minds. The business must keep up and running, and it must make money. You can't run a business if you don't make money. Unfortunately, that is so.
Yes.
But all of us are human beings. We've got a heart, and in the agricultural sector, we need to use our agricultural heart as well. We need to get to a state where the farmer is seen as a proud work to do. There's a lot of people, especially in Africa itself, where there's this thought that farming is not a noble business. And I think it is. If I'm just looking at you, you've got a T-shirt that is coming from a farmer. My shirt is coming from the farmer. The food that we eat, the farmer is a very, very noble job.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's the only business where the farmer can't choose really what is his price in terms of his input costs. And most of the time, he can also not choose what is the price of his outcome costs. He's in between some big companies trying to survive himself.
Right.
So Dizengoff Ghana is in Ghana for guess how many years? For more than 65 years in Ghana itself.
Wow.
And I think that
100%. Wow.
You see coming in, coming out, they have a quick solution, they want to make some bucks. Not going skew, but Dizengoff is here as for 65 years in Ghana itself.
Wow.
We're part of a bigger group of companies called Balton CP. So we got sister companies all over. But Ghana itself is basically run in 3 divisions. It's the agriculture side where I'm the general manager. And then we also have an electromechanical side, guys doing generators and all the power tools, electronic mechanical stuff. And then we have a communication that's doing very, very good in terms of getting Ghana up and running on security and on communications itself. I want to say very, very good projects they are running themselves. So yeah, we are here for 65 years, and we are hopefully going to be here another 65 years.
Fantastic. And are you mostly operating only in Ghana or in other countries as well?
So we are based as Dizengoff Ghana itself. We do business with our neighboring countries, up till Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, all the western side countries. And then we got another division in Nigeria itself, where they're running in Nigeria itself. But the borders so there is border guys that's trading all over the borders, but our main focus is Ghana. I think there's enough to do currently in Ghana.
Right. Fantastic. And what would you say Dizengoff Ghana is like your specialty? You know?
Yeah, that's interesting. I think our specialty is very aligning with my own specialty, and that is trying to be very balanced in life. Looking at the agricultural department, we're not a fertilizer company or a chemical company. We're doing roughly about 360 of agricultural inputs. That's including training, that's including projects. So we're doing roughly, to give you just an idea, we're doing some mechanization guys, so where we do tractors and implements from small scale farmers, still big commercial farmers. We do give support and chemicals, depending what the product problems is itself, greenhouses, irrigation. So because of our uniqueness in terms of being balanced, normally help the farmer, not product, but rather, and we all know the whole solution things, this whole marketing campaign, everybody says, sell the solution and do that and do that. But it's a Ghanaian base. So all the employees here, not all, not 100%, but 95% of them are Ghanaian guys. They know the country very, very well. Right. They know the crops very well. They know all the local languages very well. So we got this little extra from that is influencing and helping. Mm-hmm. And we've got, I think the uniqueness is we can, the one guy, small 1 acre of farming for him and his family.
Right.
And we can help a guy that's planting 8 maize, looking for the best recommendations there is and the best products there is.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. And if I would ask you, kind of just what would add value for you, right? For Dizengoff Ghana, how can the Empower Africa business community help, right? What are you looking for these days?
Shai, it's always difficult. You can say we need this and we need that. I'm a firm believer, first of all, we all know the saying that we say, you can, for the hungry guy, you can learn him to catch a fish and he won't be hungry for a day. Further, where they say, but it's better to learn him how to fish so that he won't go hungry for the rest of his life. And that is where we normally stop. And I learned this from a guy, fortunately, I can't remember his name. He said that is not the final step. The final step is we need to learn people how to fish so that we can stop world hunger. As soon as the people are proud on what they are doing, as soon as they know why they are doing stuff, they can influence people around them, we will end world hunger. We will empower Africa itself. So in terms of what do we Dizengoff side, there's so much opportunity because we are 3 company, and I want to summarize it. If there's products, people, if there's campaigns of really making a difference in the Ghana farmer's life, we want to walk the way with you. We want to help you. We're not here for the long run, but I think the most important is we need people to still make money, but we need people to touch people's hearts. It made me so sad, and I don't know if you saw it on LinkedIn last night, but there was a post, and that really opened my eyes again, of a farmer in Ghana that's farming 68 years with cocoa. Okay, so I'm estimating this guy must be roughly about 80 years old. He's farmed 68 years with cocoa. He never in his life tasted chocolate.
Wow.
That's opening a guy's eyes. We always we can complain about this and complain about that, but you can in a person's life really today. And that's not just Dizengoff itself. Dizengoff is just a measurement. You can go to a farm and tell him, listen, you've got this problem. I've got the solution. This is why. Not just, this is the product, this is a price, call me later again. Let's connect to each other. Let's make the relationships, trust. And I know that's what I very like about Empower Africa itself, is the whole integrity issue. Integrity is a wide concept, but my belief in integrity is is let's keep what we're saying we to do, and we want to make this difference.
100%. 100%. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, man. That was beautiful. Okay, is there, before we wrap it up, and see also maybe there's some guests that we can chat to, see if there's anything relevant there. Is there anything else you want to talk about or ask before we move on to the quote, of course?
No, listen, we can talk for hours.
True.
I can just say I can't see. I don't know the system very well. I can't see where's all the guests, etc., etc. But if there are any questions, they can make contact with you, and I know you will send it through to me. If it's short-term solutions, bigger stuff that we need to manage, right. I've got a good team behind me so that we can make decisions and go forward. I'm a guy, myself and the company, we're here to help. We try to assist and we see what we can do. So if you get any questions, or just send it through to me, or in any case, if
fantastic,
I can't see, maybe it's just difference, but if anybody else is listening, we're more than willing to help and assist.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Even if you're a small farmer, I don't normally the big guy. We have this perception in our head: the farmer is the big guy. In certain parts in Africa, we've got a lot of farmers. You've got a farmer that's doing small acres, but he is giving food to his family and his children. That is important.
100%.
So it's sometimes I'm getting red in the neck when I get companies, then they put in a advert or slogan and they say, this product, look at the difference we use compared to the other one, and there's just this product that makes the difference. It's most of the time not true. I've been there. It is the farmer that is making the difference. It is the farmer that's the knowledgeable guy that's looking after the irrigation, the fertilizers, the seeds, etc. Yes, your product may add value to that, but it's still the guy that's putting all of this together. And I tell you, Shai, to be a farmer is a difficult job. 100%. I take my hat off for any farmer.
100%, 100%. And I also want to just, before we end and move on to the quote, I want to quote actually our director of agriculture, Mo Zaviv, who has he starts a lot of his presentations like this, right? He says, how often do you need your lawyer? Once a year on average, twice. How often do you need your doctor? Twice a year, 3 times, right? How often do you need a farmer? Minimum 3 times a day, right?
For sure.
So just really understanding how that happens and how the distribution works and the value chain and the work that goes into it and the knowledge. 100%. So could you share with us, as you know, we always like to end with a quote of the guest or a different saying that you resonate with.
Yes, I can. I think basically back to agriculture, we need to, in any crop, we need to create more food for the people in the world. And that is challenging, but that's basically what's happening all over the world. So I want to send people home with a thought that I've learned from my previous bosses, that is now a very good friend of mine. And he learned me that with the following words. He said, if you do what you did, you're going to what you got. So if we want to make change in any business, if the farmer wants to make change and regarding his yield, if you in your life with your children, if you do what you did, you're going to get what you got. If you want to change, you can't do what you did. So I want to say that again. If you do what you did, you're going to get what you got.
Wow. I like that. Very powerful. Amazing. Waldo, thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to stay here and then see if there's anyone else who wants to chat. Thank you for joining us. Great speaking to you. Great catching up. And stay tuned, by the way, guys, because Waldo will be joining us in one of the next few weeks on our agriculture invite-only networking events. Follow us on Empower Africa, of course, for more information. Thank you very much, Waldo. Stay safe and healthy.
100%. Thanks,